Well, thank you very much indeed, Alison. I think I'd also like to say thank you to Georgina. We've had two very impressive presentations on genetics, and I hope everybody's feeling better informed at the end of those than they were at the beginning. I ought to mention that Alison is the Semble Professor of Experimental Ophthalmology at the Institute of Ophthalmology, and she is therefore extremely well informed on all of things to do with optical genetics, and that you will have gathered from the way she spoke. So thanks very much, Alison. Thank you again, Georgina. We look forward to having questions in a few minutes. But before we do that, Denise Rawden and Kate Arkell are going to speak about our new Unlock Genetics resource. Denise and Kate are two of the bright stars in the splendid constellation that is our retina staff. Denise is our information and support manager, Kate is our research development manager, and they're going to talk, as I said, about Unlock Genetics. Okay.
Today, thanks to the work of genetic researchers around the country, around 2/3 of our community are able to find out which gene is responsible for their sight loss. However, we know that many of you and others in our community haven't been offered this opportunity. In 2019, we carried out our retina sight loss survey, and of the 1,000 people who responded, 43% told us that they were not aware of genetic testing, or that they were aware of it but they didn't believe it was available to them. Some members of our community who told us they had received a genetic diagnosis actually provided the general name of their condition or an inheritance pattern, thinking that that was their genetic diagnosis, not really understanding the difference. Following calls to our helpline and discussions with our community over a number of years, we already believed that there may be a lack of awareness and understanding, and that many people weren't being given the information or the opportunity to find out more about genetic testing and counselling. The results of our survey confirmed this, so Retina UK committed to providing you with easily accessible, clear, balanced information to help you understand what is available to you and to explain both the benefits and the limitations. As a charity, it's not our place to tell everyone that they should get a test. We want to provide you with good, easy to understand information to help you make an informed decision as to whether genetic testing and genetic counselling is right for you and your family. We've produced a suite of information, and whilst the information we're showing you today is online, we also have all of the information available in audio, either on CD or by memory stick, and it's also available in print should you prefer. We're really grateful to those members of our community who supported us in testing the accessibility of the website using a whole range of devices and software. Thank you for your feedback, it helped so much. All this work has been made possible during a very difficult financial year due to a grant we received from Novartis. For that, we're really grateful. I'm going to pass you over to my colleague Kate, who will now explain more about the information that's available to you and how you might choose to use it. Kate?
Thank you, Denise. Firstly, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to those who supported us in developing this content to produce a set of information that is accurate and we hope also meets the needs of families affected by inherited sight loss. We were very grateful to have help and advice from 3 healthcare professionals who specialise in genetics, and also from several members of our community who helped us review and shape the content. I'm going to share the website with you now and explain the information that's included. The website address is www.retinauk.org.uk/genetics. But don't worry if you can't note that now. It is in your programme and will also be included in an email you'll receive after today. So this is the homepage. You can scroll down for links to different sections, or use the top navigation menu or the search box. Also here over on the left, there are accessibility buttons for changing font size and contrast as needed. The information covers the topics of genetics itself, so an explanation of genes and genetic code and how these can sometimes go wrong to cause sight loss. Inheritance patterns, which explains the different ways in which faulty genes can be passed down through families and the risks to children. Genetic testing, which covers what testing entails and the potential benefits and, of course, limitations of tests. Genetic counselling, which explains how this service can support families, and information on how to get a referral for genetic testing and genetic counselling. There are also details of specialist clinics, and at the bottom, a frequently asked questions section, which we will probably add to over time as more of you come to us with your queries. The information is very much arranged in layers so that you can explore each topic in as much depth as you want to at any given time. We appreciate that there's potentially a huge amount to take in, especially when you first get a diagnosis, and it can feel very overwhelming. For example, if you don't want to go any further with the nuts and bolts of genetics than what's on the homepage, then that's absolutely fine. The basic take-home message is more or less there. If you do want to delve a little further, you can click on the Find Out More link. That will give you more detail. Enough, I hope, to help you understand other information you might find or have been given. But then if you still want to know more, you can open this link to more detailed information, or indeed play the additional track on the audio version if you're using that. Every layer is written to be as understandable as possible. There's absolutely no expectation of prior knowledge at any point. There's just an expansion of the amount of information. If it does all look like too much, you can get rid of it again by simply clicking the Simplify link or just going back to the home page. You can always come back another time. Each section follows the same design as necessary. The inheritance pattern section has an extra layer of information about each specific pattern, which I'm clicking through to now. So if you know the inheritance pattern that affects your family, you can find out more about how children might be affected. For example, this is the X-linked inheritance page, and it includes a more detailed explanation of the chances of children inheriting the faulty gene in different situations. Plus, there are also some diagrams for any of you who might find that helpful. As I mentioned, if you're using the audio version, the different layers of detail will all appear as separate tracks for you to select. You can also print the information in large font, and as Denise said, the team at the Retina UK office would be very happy to post out hard copies to you. Again, you can tell us how much or how little information and detail you want. There are some lovely quotes from members of our community on the homepage, and we do also have a Your Story section, which I'm clicking through to now from the homepage, from the top navigation menu. So if you want to take a break from all the information and find something from a more personal perspective, you can pop across here to find out how others living with sight loss have got on with genetic testing. This section also includes some dedicated audio content, as we recorded a podcast with 2 community members about their experiences of testing and genetic counselling. This podcast can also be accessed from the genetic testing and counselling sections of the site, along with podcasts we recorded with a genetic counsellor to delve into how genetic testing can be helpful, how genetic counsellors can support you, and what happens when you access these services. Towards the bottom of the homepage, you can link to information about getting a referral for genetic testing and counselling, which I will navigate to now. This page also links you to a page of information specifically aimed at healthcare professionals, such as your GP or local ophthalmologist. We know from what you have told us that getting a referral can sometimes be challenging, and this information is designed to explain concisely to a non-specialist doctor why testing can be helpful to families. If you can't email the web link to your doctor, you can print this out and take it to an appointment, or again, we would be happy to provide you with a hard copy from the office. The website also includes a list of specialist genetics and ophthalmic genetics clinics so that you can identify your nearest clinic. And this might also be helpful for your GP or ophthalmologist if they're not sure exactly where to refer you on to. This list is linked to from the top navigation menu, from the main homepage, and also from the Getting a Referral and Professionals pages. Back to Denise to sum up.
Thanks, Kate. Being diagnosed with an inherited retinal condition often means that there's a great deal of uncertainty ahead, but there are some areas that you can have some control over. Being informed about and making a choice about whether you want to learn more about your condition is important to so many people. The chance to get a firm diagnosis, to better understand your inheritance patterns, and the chances of future generations being affected. These are choices that you can make. To make that informed decision, you need all the information, both the benefits and the limitations. Please do explore the website, read the information and ask lots of questions. This information is relevant for everyone living with an inherited retinal dystrophy, no matter whether you've been recently diagnosed or that happened many years ago. Having a genetic diagnosis, understanding what your gene mutation is, it can help you to answer questions, and it can provide you with more opportunities to take part in research if you're interested in that. If you have any questions, our helpline team are available to support you. All of the volunteers manning those, both the telephone and email helpline, are living with our conditions themselves, and many have personal experience of genetic testing and/or genetic counselling. So please do use their expertise. We do value your feedback too. Whilst we've done loads of research and planning to get to this stage, if you've got any thoughts or comments, please do let us know. There's a form to do this on the website, and the opportunity to feedback will be available to those who choose print or audio versions too. This is the launch of Unlock Genetics. Yesterday, we shared the information with our healthcare professional partners. We'll be spreading the word far and wide around the sight loss sector, with our charity partners, with you, our community, in communications and on social media. If we can inform everyone that's living with an inherited retinal dystrophy that genetic testing and genetic counselling are available to them, free of charge on the NHS, that Unlock Genetics provides you with information to help you decide whether or not it's something that you want to explore, whatever that answer is, then we've done what we set out to do. So please, if you are in touch with others living with our conditions, make sure they know about Unlock Genetics too. Thank you.
Sight and Sound Technology is the leading supplier of specialist technology, training and support for people with disabilities across the UK and Ireland. With offices in Northampton, Glasgow and Dublin, our team of expert staff can provide a localised service wherever you are. We've been in the business for over 40 years, and we're proud to say that in that time we've represented some of the industry's leading brands. Our technology is used by people in school, at college, in work and at home to increase independence, productivity and access to information. At Sight and Sound Technology, people are at the heart of what we do. From the initial conversation to our consultation, purchase, expert training and lifetime technical support, we believe that having that personal relationship with our customers is what sets us apart. The past year has been difficult, but has also presented us with new and exciting opportunities. And as we brought our entire operation online, our people continued to deliver our range of high-quality services from home. And for our customers, the technology and services we provide can be life-changing.
Sam visited me at my home, providing an excellent demonstration of the device. He explained how it worked and allowed me good hands-on experience trying it out for myself. This gave me a clear sense of the benefits the L-Braille could offer me in both my work and leisure pursuits.
What I love about Sight and Sound Technology is really simple. They are the one-stop shop as far as I'm concerned, and they're there at every stage. So if you are looking for training, or if you simply have a question or you're having an issue with a piece of technology, They always reply, they're always happy to help, they genuinely care, and they really want to make sure that your word is more accessible.
For further information, call us in Northampton on 01604 798 070 or visit us on the web at www.sightandsound.co.uk.